Hi, this is Jeff Wimmer from Studio Cycles and StudioCycles.com. It is Thursday, August the 16th, I believe. And in this short YouTube video, I want to talk to you about the ultimate testing facility if you're a commercial club and you're looking to buy bikes for your club. I'm standing in the Studio Cycles warehouse in Hawthorne, California. We just upgraded 6 months ago to a 15,000 square foot facility, and there are plenty of things that are different about what we do. Primarily, the biggest difference is that we are not a fitness equipment company. We're an indoor cycling company, and that's huge because most sources to buy your bikes are fitness equipment companies. And in most cases, you're probably going to either deal with somebody on the phone or you're going to deal with a sales rep. And the person on the phone and the sales rep have absolutely nothing to do with the quality of the install of your bikes. Typically, the bigger the company, the farther removed the person you talk to is from the actual install of the bikes. And what's even more important than that is that it's standard protocol in the fitness industry when you buy bikes for a club for the bikes to be built out of the box rapidly, like furniture from IKEA. Take it out of the box, bolt it together, put it on a truck, drive it to your facility, and put it on the floor. And the other thing is, if you have existing bikes and you want to trade them in, typically you don't get a fair price for your bikes. What's different about us, besides the fact that we're an indoor cycling company, we're not a fitness equipment company, is that we do professional level building. When Star Trek or Schwinn or Mad Dog Athletics and Spinning want their bikes built as close to perfection as possible, the bikes come to us, whether it's for a trade show or a high-level club or a VIP client, whether it's a TV show or a celebrity or an athlete or whomever. Typically, we're the company that the bikes come to because those companies know, based on years and years and years of experience in consulting, that I'm the guy in the industry for the perfectly built commercial bike. And this holds true if you're buying a bike for your home, or if you're buying 10 bikes or 20 bikes or 50 bikes for your club. Because I ride and tune each bike myself, without exception, before they go. I also have the only 2 brick and mortar indoor cycling stores, which is a huge advantage for me because I watch the psychology of the bike buyer and the choices and the decision-making processes that they go through. A lot of people look for new bikes based on feedback of a trainer or a client or the instructor, and a lot of times it's not multi-dimensional feedback. It's based on limited experience, and having these stores and watching people get off and on these bikes, you really get a good feeling for what people respond favorably to. But when we sell bikes to clubs, we take the bike out of the box, we tear it apart, we go entirely through it, the bike is fully assembled, and then I ride and tune each bike personally without exception, and then we overpackage the bikes and we send them off to the clubs, whether they're in San Francisco or Miami or Massachusetts. And what we do with clubs is we advise them, particularly for smaller private clubs, you can put your bikes back together yourself when they come from us. You truly can put the bike together like a table from IKEA when they come to us, because we've pulled that bike out of the box and torn it apart and gone completely through it. And we find things when we do that. It's the reason we do it. Whether it's a bad flywheel bearing or a bad bottom bracket bearing or a stiff chain link or a bad belt or a broken computer, whether it's Schwinn, Star Trek, Kaiser, or Le Mans. We had free motion for a hot minute, but we got rid of them. Too many challenges with those bikes. But when we box our bikes, like for example, here are this is 16 bikes that are going on the other side of the country, and this is the way we ship our bikes. We overpackage, double box, shrink wrap, We use heavy-duty strapping with metal buckles, corner protectors, and we ship with a company that we have very, very good luck with shipping them. But then again, when you get your bikes, typically what you do is you have a conference call with me personally. I'll advise you to put together a build team based on the number of bikes you have to put together. You have a conference call with me. I'll give you some pointers on putting the bikes together yourself, and then you go to it. And I can tell you from experience that I haven't had a club yet who's bought bikes, who's followed our protocol, who's had any problems putting their bikes together. So it doesn't take, you could train a monkey to bolt a spin bike together, but after we do it, it's just a different kind of an animal. Here's a couple of brand new Schwinn AC performances, and this is the level that we go to when we build bikes. If we find something that isn't correct, the bike is disassembled. We'll expose the drivetrain. When the bikes are ridden, we find little peculiarities, and it doesn't matter if it's, a Kaiser or a Le Mans or the Schwinns or the Star Treks. And here's another huge advantage about coming to me. No other company in the world has this that I know of. This is the Studio Cycles product testing area, and we have an area in our warehouse where we have the latest models, all hand-built, pro-tuned, optimized, side by side by side. Schwinn IC Pro, Schwinn AC Sport, Schwinn AC Performance. We have refurbished Spinner NXTs. We have the 2012 Spinner Pros, 2012 Spinner NXTs, 2012 Spinner NXT SRs, 2012 Spinner Blades. We have the E-Spinner. And I got to tell you, our build on the E-Spinner is absolutely priceless. This is one of the only bikes that we ship fully assembled. It is pricey. It costs $300 to $500 to ship an E-Spinner, but it comes to you in a wood crate, and you just basically uncrate it and plug it in. And this is a bike that really doesn't respond well to a wham bam, how fast can we put it together type of a build. We also have the Le Mans. We have the RevMaster Pro, the RevMaster Sport, the Kaiser M3 Plus, the Kaiser M3, and we still have the Free Motions, the 6, the 8, and the 9. Although we don't carry these, we do have them in our warehouse, and you can ride them and compare them. And there's a reason why we stopped carrying these and why we took them out of our stores and sent them back. I think the company itself is an amazing company. I know a lot of the people that work there, some talented people, but there's a lot of people between China and the United States and you actually paying your money and getting your bike. So you can come to Los Angeles, schedule a private appointment, come into this test area and ride the top bikes in the industry side by side by side. And while you're riding those bikes, you talk to me personally about the differences from brand to brand and model to model. That is priceless. Call me directly. My name is Jeff. I own the company. Here are my telephone numbers: 310-664-1375. Cell phone 818-470-2204. Toll free 888-909-BIKE. I am personally available from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week. If you don't get me, leave a telephone number and what the subject matter is, and I will get right back to you. I'm Jeff Wimmer from Studio Cycles, StudioCycles.com, the StudioCycles.com stores, and I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video.